I'm Miss Connie, and you are watching Storytime with Miss Connie. I want to thank all the boys and girls and parents, I bet you they're watching too, for joining us today. And we have some exciting books to read today. Remember, girls and boys and parents, when you want to get a good book, go to the library. That's where I get all the books that I read here on the show. Today, I picked up some great books all about different animals, and I want to make sure all the kids know that no matter what animal you have, whether it be a hamster, guinea pig, rabbit, dog, cat, spider, whatever it is, please be kind to it, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? If you have a pet, you always be kind to it. So before any more delays, I'm going to read a special book. I've never seen a book like this before. It's called A House for Hermit Crab. Has anybody out there ever had a hermit crab? I haven't, but I think that I've talked to people who've had them, and they are very fascinated with them. They really like them. So evidently hermit crabs grow, and they grow into different shells, so you have to keep getting them bigger shells. They live in the shell. Isn't that weird? And they carry the house with them. But this is about A House for Hermit Crab, and it's by Eric Carnet. So let's get started. Oh my gosh, this looks like an exciting book. Alrighty. It says, time to move. See what I said? I told you, time to move, said Hermit Crab one day in January. I've grown too big for this little shell. Right here. See, he's got this little shell right here. And he's getting out of it because he's so big. He had felt safe and snug in a shell, but now it was too snug. Hermit Crab stepped out of the shell and onto the floor of the ocean, but it was frightening out in the open sea without a shell to hide in. What if a big fish comes along and attacks me, he thought. I must find a new house soon. Look at that. See, he's down. I really didn't even know they lived on the ocean floor. And then here's all the fishes over here. I think it's fish. Plural, fish, single fish. Anyway. Okay, early in February, Hermit Crab found just the house he was looking for. It was a big shell and strong. He moved right in, wiggling and waggling about inside it to see how it felt. It felt just right. But it looked so, well, so plain, thought Hermit Crab. Here's the shell. It's in the seaweed, and he's looking at it like, I don't know. Maybe it needs a little sprucing up. So there's Hermit Crab. In March, Hermit Crab met some sea anemones. They swayed gently back and forth in the water. See, there they are right here. How beautiful you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and live on my house? It is so plain, it needs you. I'll come, whispered a small sea anemone. Gently, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on a shell. See, there it is. And he's going to put it on a shell. That's nice of them to say, I want to live on your shell. That was so nice. And here he is. He's got it on his shell. He's ready. In April, Hermit Crab passed a flock of starfish. I didn't know a bunch of starfish was called a flock. It's like a flock of birds. I didn't know starfish was called a flock. Oh, so a flock of starfish moving slowly along the sea floor. Here they all are. How handsome you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to decorate my house? I would, signaled a little sea star. Carefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on his house. That must be the little one right there, because the other ones seem bigger. Shall we see? Oh, wow, that's very pretty. That's very pretty. In May, Hermit Crab discovered some coral. They were hard and didn't move. How pretty you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to help make my house more beautiful? I would, creaked the crusty coral. Gingerly, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. See, there's the coral right there. Look how they look like trees, don't they? My goodness, what do you think how do you think he's gonna decorate his shell with that? You ready to go see? You ready? You ready? Here we go. Wow, look at that. He put it on next to the anemone. That's interesting. An interesting concept. It's looking quite pretty, don't you think? In June, hermit crab came to a group of snails crawling over a rock on the ocean floor. They grazed as they went, picking up algae and bits of debris, and leaving a neat path behind them. "How tidy and hardworking you are," said Hermit Crab. "Would one of you be willing to come and help clean my house?" House cleaner. How tidy. Oh, well, I would, offered one of the snails. Happily, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. See, now I don't know which one of those is going to go, and he's running out of room on his shell, don't you think? See all the snails over here? Okay, look where he put him. That's a good place, I think. In July, Hermit Crab came upon several sea urchins. They had sharp, prickly needles. "How fierce you look," said Hermit Crab. "Would one of you be willing to protect my house?" "I would," answered a spiky sea urchin. Gratefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it near his shell. Now, how do you think one of those is going to be on his shell? That's going to be interesting. Are you ready to see? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. There you go. Look at that. There he is. I guess he crawls with them or he hangs on to them. I don't know. That's interesting, though, where he has them. In August, Hermit Crab and his friends wandered into a forest of seaweed. "It's so dark here," thought Hermit Crab. "How dim it is," murmured the sea anemone. "How gloomy it is," whispered the starfish. "How murky it is," complained the coral. "I can't see," said the snail. "It's like nighttime," cried the sea urchin. Look at all of that. It is. It does look like nighttime, doesn't it? Looks like nighttime to me. See if we can turn this page. What do you think is going to happen next? In September, Hermit Crab spotted a school of lanternfish darting through the dark water. "How bright you are," said Hermit Crab. "Would one of you be willing to light up my house?" "I would," replied one lanternfish, and it swam over near the shell. Look at that, how that's all bright. I've never seen a real lanternfish in person. I bet you they're very pretty. Where do you think he's going to be? Shall we see? Oh, look at that. He's right there in the middle of the seaweed. In October, Hermit Crab approached a pile of smooth pebbles. "How sturdy you are," said Hermit Crab. "Would you mind if I rearranged you?" "Not at all," answered the pebbles. Hermit Crab picked them up one by one with his claw and built a wall around his shell. "Now my house is perfect," cheered Hermit Crab. Look at that. I didn't know they had to do all of that. That's a lot of work. Let's see what he's got. Oh, look. He's got the lantern light fish to light up the seaweed. Look at the wall here he's built, and there he is, Hermit Crab with his shell and all his friends. But in November, Hermit Crab felt that his shell seemed a bit too small. Now, I was just thinking about that. All the time he took to get his new house ready, that was like almost a year. So, unbelievably, little by little, over the year, Hermit Crab had grown. Soon he would have to find another, bigger home. But he had come to love his friends. The sea anemone, the starfish, the coral, the sea urchin, the snail, the lanternfish, and even the smooth pebbles. They had been so good to me, thought Hermit Crab. They are like a family. How can I ever leave them? In December, a smaller hermit crab passed by. "I have outgrown my shell," she said. "Would you know of a place for me?" "I have outgrown my house, too," answered Hermit Crab. I must move on. You are welcome to live here, but you must promise to be good to my friends." "I promise," said the little crab. Isn't that something? Look, there she is. And there's her little shell. And look how big Hermit is. Oh, well, I don't know if his name is Hermit, but the hermit crab, see, he's big. She's smaller. There's the smell. Okay. The following January, Hermit Crab stepped out, and the little crab moved in. "Couldn't stay in that little shell forever," said Hermit Crab as he waved goodbye. The ocean floor looked wider than he had remembered, but Hermit Crab wasn't afraid. Soon he spied the perfect house, a big empty shell. It looked, well, a little plain, but here we go again, guys. Sponges, he thought. Barnacles, clownfish, sand dollars, electric eels. Oh, there are so many possibilities. I can't wait to get started. Look at that. There he is, and there's his new house. So he's going to decorate it all again, and that was the end. Look at that. Actually, it has a little thing about sea anemones may look like flowers, but they are soft animals without bony skeletons. Starfish, there are many kinds of starfish. Most have 5 arms growing from a central disc. Corals are somewhat similar to tiny sea anemones that build hard skeletons around themselves. Snails, there are approximately 80,000 species of snails and slugs. Sea urchins, some are fat and round, others are thin and spindly. Lanternfish, like fireflies, have luminous or light-producing spots on their bodies that light up their dark surroundings. Wow. Isn't that cool? I learned a little bit about the sea. Isn't that pretty? This is a very, very colorful and bright book. I like this one. This was picked up at the Bowie Public Library. So if you want to read all about A House for Hermit Crab, go to the library and ask for this book by Eric Carnet. Okay, so we read about a hermit crab. So now I can't do a show without reading a book about a kitty cat. I love kitty cats. This is called Bad Kitty. I didn't think there was any such thing as Bad Kitty, but this is by Nick Burrell. And there's the Bad Kitty. Look what he has done. I think this is going to be a fun book. So we're going to read about Bad Kitty. Let's see what Bad Kitty's up to today. Oh my goodness. Do you believe this? Look at this. All this mess. Oh my goodness. Are we in store for a really interesting story? She wasn't always a bad kitty. She's cute. Little black kitty, she's very cute. She used to be a good kitty until one day, oh dear, we're all out of food for the kitty. All we have are some healthy and delicious. She's sleeping. And oh, look, when he starts to talk, that one eye opens. Look at that. Is that like wild? Oh my goodness. Some healthy and delicious asparagus, beets, cauliflower, dill. Look at his face. Eggplants, fennel, garlic, horseradish. Now he's really getting funky looking, isn't he? Look at him. He's going crazy. Iceberg lettuce, jalapenos, kidney beans, leeks. Look at him. His tongue is hanging out. He's about to puke. Mushrooms, navy beans, onions, parsnips. Oh no! Look at him. He's so upset. Oh my gosh. Look at that poor little kitty. Would you like to eat all this if you were a kitty? I don't think so. Squashes, radishes, spinach, tomatoes. Look, he's going crazy. He's laying on his back. He said, oh no, please. Rhubarb, vegetable stew, watercress. What is that? That's a watermelon. But that says igua. That must be another name for watermelon. Look at him. He's choking himself. He's gagging. He can't handle it. He can't handle it. Yams and zucchini. Kitty was not happy. Not happy at all. Look, do you see those eyes? Those are eyes of a very unhappy kitty. That's when she decided she would be a bad kitty. But not just any bad kitty. A very, very bad, bad, bad kitty. Look at this face. She ate my homework. Bit Grandma. Oh dear! Look at her biting the leg. Clawed the curtains. Look at this. Damaged the dishes. Threw them right off the table. Endangered the goldfish. Look at her checking out the goldfish. Flooded the bathroom. Now, I don't know how she could do that, but okay. Grappled with guests. Look at what she's done to all the leg and the dresses. Oh my gosh. Hurled hairballs at our heads. Look at that. Hack, hack, hack. If anybody ever had a cat out there, that's really what they do. Hack, 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 and then a hairball comes up. Irritated the baby. Wah! Look at that, blowing the horn at the baby. Jumped on the bed. Knocked over the lamp. Loitered. I've never seen a cat loiter, but I guess that's what they do. Was mean to my mommy. Was nasty to daddy's neckties. Look at all those neckties. Overturned her cat box. Plotted against us. Look at her. Around the corner, upside down, under the table, around the corner. Look at that. Oh my gosh. She had turned into a truly bad kitty. Quarreled with our neighbor. Dear neighbor, meow, hiss, 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 meow, meow, hiss, meow. Sincerely, Paul. Paul, that's paw print. That's her paw print. That's how she signs her letters. Ruined the rug. Sold my toys. Oh my goodness. Tormented a little mouse. Look at the little tiny mouse hiding in there. My goodness. Untied my shoes. Was violent with the vet. Look at this. Wrapped around the vet's arm. Oh my gosh. Wrote on the walls. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Examined my diary. Ooh, dear diary, I have a very big secret that I hope Kitty never finds out about. Or, oh, wonder what that secret was. Yowled all night. Ever heard a cat yowl? It's quite yowly. And zeroed the zinnias. Do you know, that is interesting because I was watering my flowers today and I had some zinnias and I think a bunny got mine. I know, because it was cut off. All the flowers were gone. Either that or a deer. They're hungry. What a bad kitty. What a very, very bad, bad, bad kitty. Look at her sitting there with the flowers hanging out of her mouth. But then, I'm back from the grocery store. Look at all the good food I bought for Kitty. Ooh, we have, what do you think they have for Kitty? What do you think? Shall we see? Let's see. An assortment of anchovies. Buffalo burritos. What? Chicken cheesecake. Chicken cheesecake. A donkey named Dave. Hi, my name is Dave. Elephant eggs. Fried flies. Goose goulash. Hippo hamburgers. Look at this cat. He's getting wild. Or she's getting crazy. I don't understand some of this food, though. Insect ice cream. Look at all the insects on that ice cream. Kangaroo kidney pie. Look, my goodness. Jellyfish jelly. Lizard lasagna. Moose a la mode. Nightingale nuggets. An order of possum. Penguin pizza. Look at that. He says, yep, yippee, and she's jumping all around. This one says, oh, yes. Would you like to eat that stuff? Quail quiche, rhino ravioli, shark sushi, turtle turnovers. Look at this. Yum, she's saying. Uncle Murray, who? Yowie. Oh, my goodness. Uncle Murray. A variety of vultures, whale waffles, and excess of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Look at that. Can't even fit in there. She's happy. Yak yogurt and baked zebra ziti. Okay. Now, I have to say they are not appetizing to me. Now Kitty was happy. Very, very happy. Look at that. She's very happy. That's the look of a happy, happy kitty. She decided that from now on she would be a good kitty. But not just any kitty, any good kitty, a very, very good kitty. Look how good she is. Look how sweet she looks. Isn't that sweet? Apologized to Grandma. Oh my, look, she gave her a kiss. Bought me new ties. Now, where do you think she got the money for new ties? Cleaned her cat box. Ooh, it smells like flowers. Drove me to school. Okay, folks, a cat driving. Okay, well, I guess it's like poetic license. Erased the wall. There she's erasing the wall. Finished my homework. That's a very smart kitty. Gave to UNICEF. Look at the fish she gave to UNICEF. Hugged the little mouse. Look at the little mouse. I like that. That's good. That's a good thing to do. Invited affection. She's turned over on a mat. She says, please scratch my tummy. Joined the jamboree. Okay. Kissed the goldfish. Yeah, and I'm sure the goldfish really loved that, didn't she? Left the lamp alone. Of course, it's all taped up now. If you touched it, it'd probably go into a million pieces. Mopped the bathroom. That was good. That was very nice of her. Was nice to my mommy. Look at that. She brought her a rose. Sang opera all night. Okay, now first the neighbors were singing, shut up, be quiet, stop it. Now they're saying, bravo, encore, more. Polite to the vet. Of course, she's already done some damage. You could see the Band-Aids all over, but now she's licking his hand. She's kind to the vet. Quit quarreling with our neighbors. Dear neighbor, purr, 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 purr. Now, I like it when they purr. Repaired the curtains. I like that. That's sort of like a patchwork design. That's quite nice. Saved the day. Put a cape on, a costume, and saved the day. Tied my shoes. She's a very smart kitty. Don't eat Uncle Murray. Whew. Man, that lucky Uncle Murray. Vacuumed the floor. Washed the car. I hope she didn't lick the entire car. Filed our taxes. Oh, no. That's scary. What do you think else she did? Gave me a yellow yo-yo and lulled the baby to sleep with a violin. What a good kitty. What a very, very good kitty. How can we reward such a good kitty? I know. Look, kitty, we've brought you a new friend. You can play together, and you can go to the park together, and you can share your food with him. Uh-oh, look at her. Eyes looking at that dog like, uh-oh. I don't think so. Uh-oh, look, there you go. You see that look? You know what that look is? That's another bad kitty look. Wow, was that a great book? Bad kitty. Does anybody at home have a bad kitty? I know my kitty is very, very good. So anybody interested in reading this? And by the way, for you moms and dads, the alphabet. It goes through the alphabet 4 times. So it's a good alphabet learning book. So please go to the public library, Bowie, right on in Bowie, 450, and check out the book and read it. It's a lot of fun. So before we go, time is running out, but before we go, I want to share with you a big, big event that we're having, and the kids might really want to come with their parents on a Saturday, July 19th, from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're going to have a huge yard sale for the animals down at the county shelter. We're inviting you to come and spend some time. We're going to be having water, cookies. We'll have a wonderful face painter, the face painting lady, Michelle Johnson, the face painting lady. She will be there, and it's going to be at 12100 Rustic Hill Drive in Bowie. 12100 Rustic Hill Drive in Bowie, face painting lady. And then down at the county, we're going to have another yard sale, same day, but they're going to be doing some other yard sale stuff down there. There's going to be Miss Ivy face painting. She and Michelle work together. So it's going to be a lot of fun down there, and the county shelter is located at 3750 Brown Station Road in Upper Marlboro. Now, if you didn't get it all written down, you can send an email to me, causeforpaws70@yahoo.com. We're also going to have an ad in the Bowie Blade under the yard sales. Look on our Facebook, look on our website. You can get all the information. We're going to have all kinds of wonderful stuff, and face painting, popcorn, a lot of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's all to help the animals. All the proceeds go to help the animals down at the county shelter. So please, we hope you come out and see us. Now, I think it's about time for the magic glasses, because I know there are tons of wonderful kids out there who have joined us today, and I want to say hi to them, that we see you. And where are my nice fancy glasses? These are my very fancy, nice, fancy magic glasses. When I put them on, maybe I'll have Doggy help me today. What do you think? Okay, let's see, Doggy. Okay. Oh my goodness, how many kids I see out there. I don't have time for everybody, but I want to say hi to Lauren and Mary, and I see you, Denise, your cutie pie, Dina, Sophia, Emma, oh, and then there's Johnny and Cleven and Michael. Oh, and don't forget Noah. And Liam's out there too, and I see you, Jacob. Jacob, you did so good. Everybody did so nice, and I'm so happy everybody joined us today. And please come back and see us next time. Remember to spay and neuter your pets. Be kind to your pets. Love them, hug them, kiss them. Most of all, come back and see me next time. Bye-bye.